Good evening. Welcome to the 2018 Beaver River Central graduation. Just a quick couple housekeeping things before we start. I'd like everyone to please silence their cell phones. There are emergency exits to the back and to the front of the stage. And what a wonderful evening. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. It's great to see such support for these students that have done such a tremendous job and their hard work over their years at Beaver River. It's pretty apparent that this is one of the best schools in the North Country for sure. And I can see that with all the family and friends that are here. It just seems like yesterday that I was on this very stage 24 years ago, and never did I dream that I'd be standing here welcoming everyone to this. But I do want to introduce our speaker. Everyone knows him well. He's been here for 28 years, been a fantastic teacher, Mr. Stephen Puddington. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Superintendent Mr. Green, high school principal Mrs. Wittard, members of the Board of Education, faculty and staff, parents, family and friends, and members of the class of 2018. I am honored to speak at this year's commencement, where I will try to follow the 3 B's. Be brief, be funny, and be seated. Seniors, as you're well aware, Beaver River is a great place. Where else can someone teach where the kindergarten teacher will halt her class on the way to the gym so a dad could hug his little girl, and then 13 years later be invited to give the commencement address? The downside of agreeing to this is that I know of at least 14 other faculty, staff, or Board of Education members that have children graduating tonight. They all get to display their emotions silently at their seat while I stand here before all of you, possibly getting all choked up. So hopefully that won't happen. I can give a decent address. Like I said, I'm honored to be one of the people to put an exclamation point at the end of your time here at Beaver River and to cheer you on as you commence the next chapter of your life. I think I have some good stuff for you, and I'm not just saying that this time. When my second child went off to college, each time he went back, depending on the year he was in, I gave him the same brief advice/encouragement. During his freshman year, I simply said, do the best you can. During his sophomore year, I said, don't be sophomoric. During his junior year, I said, be a leader. And during his senior year, I said, serve while you lead. Now, you're just ending your senior year here in high school and almost ready to commence your next chapter in life, whether that be college, the career field, or the U.S. military. Whatever path you have selected as you begin, attempt to put your best foot forward and do the best you can. Once you've been there a bit, don't get too comfortable thinking you have it all figured out and start to get careless. Don't be sophomoric. Then you should come to the point where you know you don't necessarily have it all figured out and that you can still learn from others, maybe even your parents. But still, you do have lots to contribute, so do so with confident leadership. And then when you're in your senior year of whatever that next endeavor is, continue to be a leader, but do so with the desire of helping others. You will probably go through many freshman through senior years during your lifetime. Now, for the rest of the good stuff I have for you, it can be summed up with an acronym. Now, you all knew this was coming. At this time, I need to cover the requirement that all commencement speakers must say, and that's that in so many years from now, you won't even remember what was said at your commencement. And not only won't you remember what was said at your commencement, but you won't even remember who said it. Most of you know me fairly well, and since I'm a teacher, you know it's my job to get you to remember things and hopefully apply them as well. I've always thought Beaver River to be a pretty respectful place. So I think you can remember this acronym. It's RESPECT. The R stands for respect, or being respectful. Sometimes this is a hard piece of advice to hear, or even harder to apply. But I think if you're respectful, it will serve you well in life. We have all heard the idea that someone needs to earn our respect. While I must admit it is easier to give respect to someone who has earned it, I suggest to you that at most times you should give respect even when you feel that someone doesn't deserve it or hasn't earned it. I believe in most cases you need to respect the position even though you might not necessarily have great admiration for the person holding that position. And I think this is the hardest piece of advice to apply when you're in your sophomore year of that particular chapter in your life. But nonetheless, try to be respectful. The E in respect stands for education. Now, I also understand that at this moment that you're about to end your years of public education, You might not want to hear the word education, but I'm talking about being a lifelong learner and continuing to try to better yourself through further education. I always like to say that education is like a set of keys. The more keys you have, the more doors of opportunity can be opened to you. And your education is something that can never be taken from you. So continue to take your education seriously as you go forward into the next chapter of life. The S in respect means stand for something. Have convictions and stand for them. Just like during the Cold War, whenever communism raised its ugly head, the U.S. was always there to stop it. Now, that's more for them than for you. The P in respect stands for pride. Take pride in your work. I don't mean the kind of pride that the Bible speaks against, like the kind that is boastful or arrogant, but the kind that says you have done the best you can, or the type of pride that identifies in others something that shows love, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Don't be afraid to tell people you're proud of them, as I'm proud of Ian Murphy and Andrew Rice for getting ready to serve in the United States Navy, and I'm proud of Dylan Gracie, who will soon serve his country in the United States Army, and I'm proud of Emma Puddington, who is about to serve her country in the United States Coast Guard. And I think it's okay to tell people from time to time that you're proud of them without giving a reason. Zach Graham, I hope it's okay to tell you that I'm proud of you. Lizzie Vaughn, I'm proud of you for moving into a new school as a senior and positively impacting numerous sports and activities. Our exchange students, Julius and Vivian, I'm proud of you for coming to our country to get a year of education here. Emily Lighthall and Jesse Landis, I'm proud of you for how you identified the problem of hunger in the developing world and even in our own community, and then through your senior project, work to make people aware of this problem so that something positive could be done about it. And I'm proud of Laura Mae Ellis, who leaves the school as a certified nursing assistant. I'm proud of Beaver River Central School and that I get to be a part of it. I'm proud that it's about one of the best places in the country to get a public education. Parents and grandparents and guardians, I hope you get an opportunity sometime this evening to tell your graduate that you're proud of them. The EC in respect together stands for extra credit in my mind. All right, now listen, extra credit in my mind for the first senior that can say how Mr. Puddington answers the telephone. Okay, I heard somebody. I think that was Paige Queen. You got the last bit of extra credit in my mind before you guys graduate. Good job. Now, I'll make reference to that answering technique in a moment. But really, the EC together stands for effective communication. One of the Beaver River exit standards is that all students will be effective communicators. Now, these devices right here allow young people to communicate with multiple people, or something called chit-chat. And it's all very neat. Now, if the effective communication piece was judged by how well most students use one of these, or maybe a slightly more sophisticated version of one of these, then we would all have to say that they are effective communicators. But I want to suggest that we put these textures away and think about being an effective communicator in our interpersonal communication. But while I have this thing out here, everybody look over here. I think I took a picture of the sound booth up there. But seriously, in your interpersonal communications, try to give your undivided attention to someone that you're talking with. Be a good listener. Upon meeting someone, look them in the eye and give them a firm handshake. Don't talk when you should listen, and try not to interrupt. This is where I tie in the story of why I answer the phone by saying, "Yellow." I started to get a little annoyed having my class interrupted by the phone so often that I came up with as respectfully obnoxious a way of answering the phone as possible to try to encourage people not to call me during class. So that's where that comes from. But I do understand that sometimes people that are in authority over me or their representatives must call from time to time, and then answering that way simply became one of my trademarks. The last letter of the RESPECT acronym is T, and that stands for thankful. Try to be a thankful person. Try to express your gratitude to people by personally thanking them for their efforts. At this time, I want to thank the seniors who 10 years ago were in Mrs. Eager's second grade class. They each sent me a thank you card on Veterans Day. I know it's long overdue, but I want to thank them for sending me these cards. I want to read some of them to you. And if any parents want to get these cards from me, I'll have them in the gym during the reception. Carissa Gurdon, thank you for serving our country. Thank you, Carissa. This is from Leslie Octor. You're great. Thank you for keeping our country safe and free. Thank you, Leslie. Let's see, this one is from Zach Gould. I hope you get better soon. Zach, I did sprain my ankle once boxing when I was in the Marines, but it healed up nicely. Thank you. This one is from McKenna Olmsted. Great job in the Army. I was in the Marine Corps, but that's an easy thing to misunderstand as a second grader. This one's from Dylan Gracie, who, by the way, Dylan, I'm going to mail this to you. I'm going to get your address when you're at boot camp, and I'm going to mail this to you so it'll motivate you when you're at boot camp. It says, Mr. Puddington, thank you for saving the world. Now, I was in during the Cold War, and I guess we won the Cold War, so I might have played a little tiny too. Here's one that's similar to that. Let's see, this is from Dana. Dana, thank you for saving us. Thank you, Dana. Let's see, here another one here. This one is from Brett. Thank you for serving our country. Brett, you were a great phonetic speller back in second grade. All right, this next one here is from Cameron Smith. Thank you for serving our country. Thank you, Cameron. This one's from Kana. Thank you for saving us. You are the best. Here's one here that says, you are the nicest dad in the world. It's unsigned. I'm not really sure who that was from. Thank you, Emma. All right. Now, to sum things up, in your freshman years in life, always do your best. In your sophomore years, don't be sophomoric. In your junior years, be a leader. And in your senior year, serve while you lead. As long as it depends on you, try to show people respect. Continue to take your education seriously. Always stand for something positive. Take pride in what you do and tell people when you're proud of them. Be a truly effective communicator and make sure to express your thankfulness when appropriate. As I conclude my remarks, I would like to offer my congratulations to every member of the class of 2018 on accomplishing your goal of becoming a high school graduate. I would like to remind each of you to please exercise extremely sound judgment as you celebrate over the coming days. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you in your future endeavors.
Thanks for the introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few quick announcements to make before we enter the awards portion of this ceremony. After tonight's formal ceremony, reception will be held in the high school gymnasium. Everyone is invited to attend, and also pick up the letters to Mr. Puddington if you have some students that gave that to them. Secondly, I'd like to formally thank Mrs. Woodrick this year. Mrs. Woodrick joined us in the middle of the year to be our high school principal. She doesn't have a big role this part, but I guarantee she's had a big role in all of these students' lives this past year. She's taken to her heart every one of them and made them their own in the short time that she's here. It's an honor to work with someone with the ability that she has, the experience that she has, and I can tell you that I've learned a tremendous amount from her, and she's made me better here at Beaver River. So Mrs. Woodrick, thank you. Prior to this evening, seniors have received numerous honors and awards at recognition programs, which are listed in the program insert. The insert also gives a description of the many memorial awards and scholarships that will be given tonight to members of the class of 2018. It's an honor for me to present the following awards. Our first award goes to the senior with the highest overall average for 6 semesters. This year's valedictorian with an average of, and we had to go out to the thousandth place, 97.837% is Jessie Landis. Our second award is given to a senior with the second highest overall average for 6 semesters. This year's salutatorian with an average of 96.510 is Connor Demo. We also honor our senior students who have excelled in each of our core courses: English, Social Studies, Math, and Science. In English, this award goes to Jordan Cornell. In Social Studies, this award goes to Liam Mahoney. In Mathematics, Emma Puddington receives this award. And in the final core, in Science, the award goes to Leslie Achter. We also are honoring the senior with the highest average through 2 years at the Howard G. Sackett Technical Center, BOCES. This award goes to Emily Zare. This next award is not on your program. This is an award that has been around for quite a while, but never given out before. It's called the Beat Mr. Green Award. So, just to give a little background of this, 7 years ago, or 10 years ago, when I was a principal here, I challenged the physics class. I was a physics teacher. I said, anybody who beats me on this test, so I take the Regents exam, anyone who beats me, I'll get you 2 movie tickets. I have never bought movie tickets. So, this year, I said to the senior, or actually the seniors and juniors, I said, okay, we're going to up the ante. And I didn't talk to my wife before this, so this has made me a little nervous. I said, okay, how about instead of movie, I'll announce the winner at graduation and $100. Feeling very confident I had no need to go to the bank. This year, apparently money motivates. And actually, that was the reason why I started that with the physics teacher, because a lot of seniors tend to get a little senioritis towards the end, so we said, let's give them a challenge. This year, it definitely worked. So I have in my pocket 1 envelope, which goes to Connor Demo, who received... Connor beat me by 1 point. He got a 99, I got a 98, so. And there were some really close to that too, so I was sweating bullets until Mrs. Yancey scored my test. Our next awards. The New York State Scholarship for Academic Excellence recognizes students who have excelled in their New York State Regents exam. These awards go to Connor Demo, Jesse Landis, and Liam Mahoney. The Beaver River Memorial Post 1663 American Legion Awards are given to a senior boy or boys for distinguished achievement in citizenship and leadership. These two awards go to Eric Campo and Connor Demo. The Beaver River Memorial Post 1663 American Legion Auxiliary Citizenship Award is presented to two senior girls who have demonstrated good citizen qualities. These awards go to Laura Mae Ellis and Shaylee Prue. The Laval Elks Lodge is awarding trustee scholarships to two seniors who have demonstrated academic excellence in their chosen field of study and for outstanding contributions to their graduating class. The recipients of the Laval Elks Lodge trustee scholarships are Emily Lighthall and Jennifer McBain. The Beaver River Agricultural Advisory Board is awarding scholarships to seniors who are national FFA organization members pursuing a career in the agricultural industry and have shown dedication and commitment to the ag program throughout their high school career. These awards go to Leslie Octor and Tabitha Tayball. An award given by Fern Leindecker goes to a senior who is pursuing a career as a registered professional nurse. The recipient is Emily Mast. The Future Educator Award and Outstanding FEA member scholarships go to seniors who are active members of the Future Educator Association and are interested in entering the field of education. The recipients for these awards are Eric Campo and Sierra Neto. Nina Paper is presenting an award to a graduate who is a son, daughter, or grandchild of a current or retired Nina Paper employee who is continuing his or her education, has shown a positive attitude, good work ethic, and solid academic achievement. This award goes to Paige Queen. The Lewis County Dairy Industry Building Agriculture Scholarship is presented to a student pursuing a career in agriculture. This award goes to Leslie Octor. A Northern New York Community Foundation Scholarship is awarded to a senior whose spirit, demeanor, and character reflect and are rooted in reasonableness, responsibility, and realism. This year's recipient for the scholarship is Liam Mahoney. The Krogan Lions Club Scholarship recognizes a student who has demonstrated community service and academic achievement. The recipient this year is Jordan Cornell. The Meckelhornbrecker Raytheon Scholarship is given by Mrs. Holly Meckelhornbrecker and her employer, Raytheon. Mrs. Brecker believes in supporting Beaver River graduates who want to further their education in mathematics. This year, the award goes to Emma Puddington. The recipients of the Beaver River Outstanding Senior Athlete Award, male and female, are selected by the coaching staff. This year's winners are Peyton Mathis and Emma Puddington. The Lewis County American Legion Auxiliary Senior Scholarship is given to a college-bound student based on a competitive essay regarding the subject of American citizenship and personal freedom. This year's recipient is Connor Demo. The Inspiration Award, given by 2008 graduate Kim Bolivar, recognizes a student who has displayed a positive attitude and a motivation to learn and live life to the fullest while embracing his or her academic and social growth at Beaver River Central School. This award goes to McKenna Grunert. The Lewis County Civil Service Employees Association Local 825 presents scholarships to students of local members who are continuing their education. This year's recipients are Leslie Octor, Asia Compton, and Jennifer McBain. Just after the time of printing our program, we were made aware several of our graduates had been awarded other scholarships through the Northern New York Community Foundation. Those scholarships are often sent to us prior, but that was after we printed our program and we found out this week. Students, please stand to be recognized when you hear your name. These students have already received these scholarships. The Herring College Memorial Fund Scholarship was given to Connor Demo, Emma Puddington, Sierra Kempney, and Emily Lighthall. The Northern New York Community Foundation Scholarship was given to Liam Mahoney, Brett Warden, Brock Pominville, and Eric Campo. The Margot Road Planned Parenthood of the North Country Nursing Scholarship was given to Jordan Cornell. Visiting Nurse Association Scholarship was given to Jordan Cornell and Emily Mast. And the Perrine Agricultural Scholarship is given to Leslie Octor. And the last Northern New York Community Foundation award previously given is the Robert J. Tompkins Scholarship. It goes to Sierra Netto and Tabitha Taybalt. We've been working on doing calisthenics up here. The Captain Elizabeth B. Bush Memorial Scholarships are being awarded to students on the basis of academic achievement, extracurricular activities, work experience, character, and the quality of a personal essay. The awards go to Jordan Kempney, excuse me, Jordan Cornell, Connor Demo, and Sierra Kempin. The Norbert Gazen Educational Scholarships. They're awarded to college-bound graduates of Lewis County schools who possess good character and have demonstrated success in their chosen field of study. I have to flip the page for this award. There are many awards, so it'll take a minute to hand those out. I'm going to have Mrs. Woodrick help me with this. Are you ready? Leslie Octor, Cameron Bolivar, Eric Campo, Asia Compton, Jordan Cornell, Connor Demo, Carissa Gurdon, Caleb Goldthright, Sierra Kempney, Emily Lighthall, Liam Mahoney, Keely Marriott, Emily Mast, Peyton Mattis, Jennifer McBain, Madeline Monette, Aaron Murphy, Sierra Netto, McKenna Olmsted, Annika Ortlib, Mallory Petrie, Brock Pominville, Kobe Prue, Emma Puddington, Michaela Rogie, Cameron Smith, Tabitha Tabalt, and Brett Ward. The George Meyer Award, presented by the Home and School Association, goes to a graduating senior who has consistently exhibited concern for others and has always been ready to extend a helping hand. This award goes to Keely Marriott. The Lowville Elks Lodge and the Aldrich family presents the James Aldrich Memorial Elks Activity Scholarship in memory of Jim. The scholarship is awarded to a student who has participated in athletics and extracurricular activities at Beaver River Central over the past 4 years. The recipient of the award is Jordan Cornell. The following scholarships are given in memory of Dorrance and Yulene Bush, to students who have been accepted at accredited colleges and are enrolled in a healthcare or agriculture field. The recipients of the scholarships are Leslie Octor, Jordan Cornell, Connor Demo, and Emily Lighthall. The Marie C. and Ralph J. Marilli Memorial Scholarships are presented to seniors at Beaver River Central School who demonstrate seriousness of purpose, ability, and financial need. The recipients of these scholarships are Leslie Octor, Jordan Cornell, Connor Demo, Sierra Kempney, Liam Mahoney, Emma Puddington, and Brett Warden. So awards are typically given out in alphabetical order. Do you notice how orderly they come up in alphabetical order? I think they're ready to go to college. This next award is presented by the Beaver River bus drivers in memory of Carl Petzall and Lawson E. Mosier. The recipients are Leslie Octor and Sky Rutledge. The Virginia A. Lambert Memorial Scholarship is presented by Bruce and Susan Lachos and is given to a student who is preparing for a career in the medical field. The recipient is Connor Demo. The Molly Pitcher Lewis Memorial Scholarship, sponsored by the Lewis County General Hospital Auxiliary Scholarship Committee, is presenting scholarships to seniors pursuing careers related to healthcare. The awards this year go to Jordan Cornell, Connor Demo, and Emily Lighthall. We'd like to recognize the following students who have previously received honors from the Howard G. Sackett Technical Center. Students, when your names are read, please stand. Receiving the Presidential Award for having an average of 90 or higher are McKenna Grunert, Emily Mast, Aaron Murphy, Annika Ortleb, Andrew Rice, Samantha Widrick, and Emily Zare. At the Howard G. Sackett Technical Center, there are a few other awards that were given. Outstanding Performance were McKenna Grunert, Annika Ortleb, and Emily Zare. For Team Player, Emily Mast. For Most Improved, Zachary McIntyre. For Leadership Initiative, Samantha Widrick. For Professionalism, Justin Levicker. For the Northern New York Community Foundation Award at H.G. Sackett, Emily Mast. The BOCES Professional Association Award go to Aaron Murphy and Ian Murphy. For the Helen Sargent Cosmetology Award, McKenna Olmstead. For the Lewis County Association of Education Office Professional Award, Emily Zare. That completes our awards, but to note on the back of your program, the students are identified with a type of diploma they are receiving along with other various honors, including those students who have successfully completed their BOCES course of study from the Howard G. Sackett Technical Center. You may have noticed students wearing a various colored stoles and cords up here. Members of the Laverne A. Norton chapter of the National Honor Society, those are wearing the gold stoles. Members of the National Technical Honor Society are wearing the purple and silver honor cords. Those students with those awards, please stand. We also have students who have earned a career and technical endorsement from the Howard G. Sackett Technical Center. A technical endorsement is available to qualified students in New York State approved career and technical education programs. In order to qualify for this distinction, students must successfully complete an approved career and technical program at the Howard G. Sackett Technical Center, satisfy a local regent's diploma requirements, and pass a technical assessment. This consists of an industry-developed written examination, a proficiency-based demonstration of technical skills, and a student project. These students are identified by those wearing gold tassels. Those students wearing gold tassels, please stand. Students wearing the blue and gold honor cords have actively participated in the National FFA organization throughout high school and have also received their state FFA degree. Students with the blue and gold FFA cords, would you please stand? At this time, it's a pleasure to introduce the Beat Mr. Green Award recipient, the president of the class of 2018, Connor Demo.
Family, friends, and Beaver River faculty and staff, on behalf of the class of 2018, I would like to thank you all for attending tonight's ceremony as we celebrate the graduating seniors. I'd also like to thank all of the amazing staff here at Beaver River, especially our class advisors. Without you, we wouldn't be up here. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to thank all of the parents and guardians out there who have supported us on this long journey. How about a round of applause for all the parents out there? All right, before I get started, I need to tell a short story. Several years ago, I was eating at a Chinese restaurant with my family, and of course we had some fortune cookies. As we were reading off the advice that the cookies held, I made a comment about how these sayings would be perfect for a graduation speech. So years later, here I am, struggling to come up with a graduation speech that isn't totally cliche. Of course, I wasn't able to, so I'm about to give a speech based on fortune cookies. My first fortune cookie quote is, to avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, be nothing. This one echoed with me because it really makes it clear that without taking risks, it is very hard to accomplish anything. Sure, if you play it safe, you might never make any mistakes, but that isn't how people reach their dreams. Think of anybody who is successful. If you were to ask them how they got there, they'd probably point to some of the risks they took and subsequently some of the mistakes they made. Take Michael Jordan and his famous quote on failure. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, it's expected of us. Sure, you might take a little heat for them, but they are what help us grow as people, so embrace them. My second piece of advice from a fortune cookie is, a person who won't read has no advantage over a person who can't read. I think that this one can be applied to more than just reading. Beaver River has given us many valuable life skills. They have taught us how to learn, how to think for ourselves, and how to connect with others, and many other traits that will serve us well in the future. It is up to us, however, to use these skills, because if we do not, they will just go to waste along with the 13 years that we spent here. The next fortune cookie deals with procrastination. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. And anyone that saw my Snapchat story this morning knows that I was willing to have this speech be left undone because I didn't finish it till this morning. So clearly this one is one that I need to work on. Seriously, in life there are so many distractions, and these distractions will only become more common as we move into our post-high school lives and careers. It is critical that we recognize what is truly important and devote our time to these tasks. I was looking at quotes about procrastination. Actually, I was doing this while I was procrastinating writing this speech. Ironic, I know. And one stood out in particular. This is from Christopher Parker. Procrastination is like a credit card. It's a lot of fun until you get the bill. So be the responsible economic thinkers that we've been taught to be and spend your time wisely. My last little fortune cookie saying is actually from that Chinese restaurant that I told you about earlier. It says, don't pursue happiness, create it. And it also tells me that my lucky numbers are 29, 4, 22, and 56. But I digress. So many times in life, we look toward things and people other than ourselves for happiness, myself included. We think if we could only do this, or if we only had that, that then we would finally be happy. However, this is a never-ending cycle that never truly leads to happiness. There will always be something else to do or something else to buy. True happiness is a product of oneself, so don't depend on someone or something else for your happiness. Instead, go out and create it for yourself. So, to sum up the things we can learn from fortune cookies. First, take risks. Make mistakes, but also make sure that you learn from them. Second, use the skills you have, because if you don't, you may as well not have them. Third, if something is important to you, then do it. We never know when our last tomorrow will come. And finally, learn to create your own happiness. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2018, beginning with Sierra R. Kempney. Cameron Derek Smith. Emily Joyce Zaire. Liam Thomas Mahoney. Emily Elizabeth Lighthall. Jordan B. Cornell. Madeline Elise Monnett. Connor M. Demo. Emily Joy Mast. Brett Michael Warden. Jessie Eliza Landis. Eric W. Campo. Carissa J. Gurdon. Brock E. Palmendale. Leslie J. Octor. Andrew J. Rice. Zachary Lewis Gould. Samantha R. Woodrick. Kobe B. Prue. Elizabeth L. Ivan. Caleb R. Goldthright. Mallory May Petrie. Julius Moe. Vivian Catherine Neisler. Cameron M. Bolivar. Emma Joy Puddington. Justin H. Mosier. Tabitha Renee Taybalt. Colin E. Bolivar. Sierra P. Netto. Jarrett C. Aubin. Dana Lee Halliday. Annika Marie Ortlib. Zachary J. Graham. McKenna Faith Olmsted. Zachary J. McIntyre. Keely M. Marriott. Israel Burns. Kana N. Closter. Peyton C. Mattis. Asia M. Compton. Dylan M. Gracie. McKenna L. Grunert. Corey S. McHugh. Michaela L. Rogie. Ian Cyrus Murphy. Shaylee G. Prue. Dawson D. Schneider. Carl F. Bush. Eleni Eileen Roberts. Justin M. Leviker. Cadence D. Hoppel. Brianna Suter. Haley Heidi Ho. Aaron R. Murphy. Laura Mae Z. Ellis. Jennifer Ann McBain. Raven A. Lee. Sky Rutledge. Paige N. Queen. Dylan R. Kiefer. Sydney L. Quinn. Jared F. Pominville. Anna S. Carpenter. By the power vested in me by the State of New York, the Board of Education of the Beaver River Central School District, I present to you the class of 2018.
At this time, we ask everyone to stand for the singing of the alma mater.
How are you?